count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunters, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never.
Thank you, Coach. Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Charlie. I'm coming. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You got me right. Over. Get 300. Get 300. 58, right? Zoom. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Guys.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers throwing again. He'll get this into the hands of Breida.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. It's complete to Grant. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Rodgers now on 1st down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
check, crunch, crunch. Inside.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. On first down, here's Breida. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, hold on. It's free. Free. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get there. Crack down. 59's mark. 59's mark. Check. 59. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Kill. Look, on the rep. Let's go. Right, let's go.
On first down, Love. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. To throw on third down, Love. And Adams has it, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the carry, it's Cook. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off-play action. Love. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 14 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
12 yards on the return that time. Take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 8-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
On third down, Love. It's caught here by Adams. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd and 10 at the 7-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Looking to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Third down, Dalvin Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sanders' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Again, 11 on the play. And a Packer first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Off to on fumbles. You look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Love. And this is Cook with a grab. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Looking to throw. Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, wide open receiver, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. On the delay, here's Breida. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 17, Rodgers. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And some space here. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Chicago. Matt Breida, 76 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
On second down now, it's Cook, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Davis now to return it. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. This is Breida. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Check, Lucky.
Kelly, don't let Kelly.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Two receivers left, one to the right. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers, escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because they want to get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, Love. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Derrick Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
At the 15-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
On 4th down, Love. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Rodgers to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range.
Under 10, under 10.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. There he goes goes left side. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for the Bears, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.